Are you a tracer? Does this mean that you're also a cheater? In this video, we're going to take a look at the concept and practice of tracing in art and determine whether or not it's a form of cheating. Hello there everyone, Matt here with thevirtualinstructor.com, and in this video we're going to take a look at the practice and concept of tracing and determine whether or not it's a form of cheating. The fact of the matter is, creative people are usually passionate people, and passionate people are usually opinionated people. So therefore, creative people are usually also opinionated people. And when it comes to tracing or transferring lines, every artist has an opinion on whether or not it's appropriate to do so. And some are very vocal about their feelings as well. Some feel it's actually a form of cheating to trace or transfer contour lines. But is it? There are lots of ways to trace. You can use a light board, you can use a window, you can use a graphite transfer, or even a projector. Tracing or transferring images has been a technique used by artists throughout the years to save time and ensure accuracy in representational art. It's used by more artists than you may realize. So are all of these artists cheaters? So is it cheating to trace? Well, let's first examine the opinion of those in the cheating camp. Why is it that all these people feel like tracing is a form of cheating? Argument number one. Learning to draw requires the refinement of observation skills. We learn to see as artists and make marks to reflect what we observe. This process requires practice and trial and error. As we practice, the accuracy of the marks that we make improve, and our drawings become more precise. Drawing gradually becomes intuitive. When the artist traces a subject, this process of improving is hindered. Tracing doesn't directly improve our observational drawing skills. Tracing is not the path the artist should take if the desired result is improving drawing skills. Argument number two. When you learn to draw, you learn to observe and translate what you observe into lines, shapes, values. Translate what you observe into lines, shapes, values, textures, etc. When the artist traces, the translation of the lines are not made by the artist. Instead, they are simply transferred to a surface. Because the artist didn't translate the observed contour lines, some believe that this is cheating. If the artist doesn't translate the subject completely, then the work must somehow not be completely the artist's interpretation of the subject. These are valid arguments, and it's clear that tracing really shouldn't be used by the artist that's just learning how to draw. But now let's take a look at why it's not cheating to trace. As I mentioned before, artists throughout history have used some form of tracing to help them create their artworks. And today, many artists use tracing in some form to create their artworks as well. Clearly, these artists don't feel like tracing is a form of cheating. So, when might tracing actually be appropriate? For many artists, the product of the finished work of art is most important. The quality of the work outweighs the process. Patrons, art directors, etc. often don't mind what process the artist uses to arrive at a successful piece. If tracing is a part of that process, then so be it. Speed also plays a role. Most professional artists need to be able to create artworks quickly. For commercial artists, time is money. And if art is your business, then making money from it clearly is important. Any tools or processes that save time without sacrificing the product are utilized. Tracing saves time. And if the artist is a professional artist, then their drawing skills are more likely already developed. If the artist wanted to create a contour line drawing of the subject, they more than likely could do so. But this would require additional time and slow the process without really affecting the final result. Therefore, for professional artists, tracing becomes a tool. And it doesn't really make sense not to use a tool that is going to save you time. Those that feel that tracing is a form of cheating sometimes don't fully understand the full process of drawing and painting. They may think that since the contour lines are transferred or traced, then the hard part of the drawing process is completed. Tracing may be used to establish the contours